Well, good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, September 25th, and this is your coffee talk. All right. I got it this morning because I need it. We're going to be talking about something that has happened recently, not on a Carnival cruise ship, but two passengers that went on a Carnival cruise. Well, they made many mistakes, and one of them is the one that I keep complaining about. Okay, it's not expensive. Get a passport. Your birth certificate is not good enough. If something happens to you on that island and you can't get off without it, it doesn't matter where you're at. You need a passport. In this case, it was two women on a Carnival cruise ship, and they were going on their vacation. That's right, their dream vacation together. They were going to have some fun. They were going to experience new things. But now they are stuck there in Mexico because they rented scooters, okay, and they were driving around on them, and they got hit. Now, okay, let me correct this. All right. These two lovely ladies decided they want to go on an excursion, but they did not use the cruise line. Once again, that's mistake number 2. So they had plenty of time. They looked at the time, and they're riding. They went like $25, and I think you can ride as a group, and they're riding along, and they get hit by a car. Well, now they're in Mexico. They're in the hospital, and there's tens and thousands of dollars to the hospital because they're not going to let them leave. Well, one is they don't have passports. They can't leave. The ship had to go, and realize these two passengers never returned. Now, most cruise lines do call the hospital, but I'm not sure exactly what procedures they took. That's not the important part of this story. The important part of this story, we have two women who did two of the big no-nos I've ever said to you don't do. It's too risky. They used birth certificates to go on this cruise, and then they did a shore excursion that was not related or through the cruise line, and now they're in the hospital owing thousands and thousands of dollars. Hurt pretty bad from what I understand, and they can't leave. Okay, one of the mothers have gotten involved to try to help the girls come home. She's been she's got her ticket. She's probably there now in Cozumel. I hope to have an update. But she has gotten the runaround calling agencies what to do, how to get them home, how to pay this bill. Now that's another thing. Travel insurance. Okay, your health insurance, most health insurance carry a travel insurance. So if you get hurt in another country, it covers it. Okay? You tell them where you're going. It's only for 30 days. I always say get it for 30 days because you just don't know what's going to happen. But in the meantime, here we have this mother who's trying to get the girls home, trying to get them safe where they can continue their treatment. Because, see, there's surgeries and stuff that they need but cannot get because they do not have any insurance. There we go. Don't have any insurance. So they went on a trip with their birth certificate, not proper documentation. I've told you never to use that. Get a passport. Then they did number 2 that I say you never, ever, ever do a shore excursion that's not related or sponsored by the cruise line. And 3, you never, ever travel without extended insurance. And now this is a true 3-whammy nightmare. Not just for them girls who are in the hospital being basically taken care of, but not getting the surgery and the treatments that they need to heal. Now I hope to have an update for you, and I hope to get the end of this story. But the mother is there now, fighting for these girls, trying to get them back, trying to talk to the American consulate, just trying to get them home, trying to get that temporary visa passport just to get them back. Now, Tanya and Ashton, they just want to go on this dream vacation, this 7-day cruise. A beautiful cruise. And, no one dreams of the nightmare that may happen or may not happen. And so I'm not saying it's their fault. I just say that a lot of people don't think. And, oh, that's not going to happen to me scenario is not true. It will happen to you. Yes, I've known people cruising much longer than I have, probably since the day they started breathing, and it's never happened to them, but they said it could, and they're prepared for it when it does. They are located in San Miguel Hospital in San Juan, and that is where they're at. I'm trying to get this information and put this all together to you in this video correctly so I don't get anything. There's a lot of twists to this story. There's a lot of information to this story. And hey, I think these poor girls need help. It's not their fault. I didn't believe this was probably their first cruise and they were excited. Now, this is the reason why I am not a travel agent anymore. There's been a few bad ones coming to light. And they probably did not use one. And I'm not blaming Carnival, but I think their representative that they called on the phone saying, look, this is sending them things about the dangers of using first-time cruises. I didn't know that. Our first-time cruise, but we actually walked around every island. I was one of those people that wanted to see every street and every store and smell every restaurant. I didn't want to get on a tour bus. I didn't want to be stuck. I'm an adventurous person. I still do it today and have more fun than spending $100-something per person just to ride something else. All right, I got the scoop. Carnival, when they realized the young ladies were not on the ship, they called the next of kin. You know that place where it said who to contact? First time I've ever heard of them doing it. Called the mother and called her, because that's who they put on there as a contact if something happens or come up missing. And that's when she went seeking out information when Carnival called and said they did not make it back on the ship. I like that, Carnival. Good for you. So the family, their mother, okay, took it in her own hands, started making phone calls, started calling what she needed to call, got the right numbers, and she found out where they were. One had a broken arm, but the bone was sticking out because of no insurance. They just wrapped it up. The other one has a severely damaged foot, badly bruised, because I'm not showing that kind of picture here. Badly bruised. And so, but it's open and it's infected, and that's considered a surgery, getting in there and cleaning all that out. So they're in the hospital not getting this treatment, and this can really, really mess up your ability to do anything. So I feel for her. I wish I could just, I can't, but I do feel for her, and I'm just amazed at the lack of the hospital just had no passion. Oh, they're here, they're ranking up a bill, taking up a bed, but we can't do anything to fix their issues. Now, Carnival's reply to the family is, we encourage passports, but you don't need them to cruise on their cruise line. Yeah, you do. Okay. But the goal is $10,000 to $20,000 to get them out of the hospital. They've been talking to the embassy, and that seems to not be getting anywhere to get a temporary visa to get them home. I feel for her pain. I hope it all works out. I hope those girls get the medical treatment that they need. I hope Carnival steps in somehow and helps them out. I just hope they do. And Carnival's been taking steps to be a better cruise line. And I'm willing to open my arms. Like I said, there's just some things. But that is Coffee Talk for Wednesday. And I hope to see you tomorrow at the next Coffee Talk. And I think I need a second cup. Ta-ta for now.